Okay, restore. Apologize. Yes, that's right. Okay. So, this is our 6th session of this game. I think I'm one VOD behind because of the way that my work schedule has been this week. So tomorrow morning, the last session will be published on YouTube. If you've been waiting on that, they will be up first thing in the morning. There's the YouTube page if you're interested in checking that out. This game has been awesome. And we've just moved on to a new chapter where we are playing as Grace. I noticed that we've got... Oh, interesting. I wonder if this is a puzzle that we need to be aware of here. There's like kind of like a rotating guard here. Anyways, we are visiting a handful of castles that were suggested by Gabe to, for her to check out that are related to this this old, I don't know, was Baron King. What was this guy? Ludwig. Yeah, the fairy tale king of Bavaria. So we've got a bunch of castles. We're visiting them now. We literally just entered one of them, and that's where we put the pin in it for the next bit. But we can go ahead and look at these tapestries here. I guess we're just trying to glean information about something. We don't really know exactly what's happening here, but we know that something with this werewolf situation ties into this guy. So despite Grace very actively saying she's not going to just do research, that is exactly what we're doing right now. We are big time doing research. So anyways, we'll get kicked off here. That's right, earthy Grace. Yeah, Grace with the earthiness.
These scenes are from the Siegfried Saga.
Okay, Siegfried Saga, very good.
The paintings in this room are from the Siegfried Saga.
Okay, so that's what we believed was the case. We've got a door here, which we punch into. Interesting.
I wonder where that door leads.
Yeah, well, we should use it.
I wonder where that door leads.
The closed door leads to the tower, which is not part of the tour. The king was making his way to this very door when he was arrested in 1886.
1810.
I wonder why Ludwig was going to the tower the night he was arrested.
It's a great question. Tour tape won't tell us that, right?
The closed door...
Yeah.
I wonder what...
Okay. Anything else in here before we move on to the next room? Does not look like it. It's just a big old tapestry. Is it the same tapestry? Oh, different one.
These scenes seem to tell a story, but I have no idea what story.
The paintings in this room are from the Siegfried Saga.
These scenes are from the Siegfried Saga.
Thank you, Grace. All right. Okay, yeah, there's two different ones. If we leave backwards, this goes back outside.
Our tour begins in the entry hall. Ludwig II lived from 1845 to 1886. He assumed the Bavarian throne at the age of 18 when his father died. Ludwig's passion was building castles. He built 3 during his lifetime: Linderhof, Herrenchiemsee, and Neuschwanstein. Plans for a 4th castle, Falkenstein, were underway when he died. In addition to his obsession with building, Ludwig also had a passion for classical heroic German mythology, a taste he shared with the German opera composer Richard Wagner. Neuschwanstein is decorated throughout with themes from these stories, most of which directly relate to Wagner's operas.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's a little bit of color. I guess we'll move on to the next room. Oh. Enforcing the crap out of this room. Love it. Hey, one short eye. A trailer for Quest for Glory would play. That'd be amazing. That'd be a hilarious, just weird specific joke for this. Mangles the names in the letter. Yeah, that is a great little bit here. Is that this letter, I think? Yeah. New Swan, Here in chemistry. It's really good. Okay, well, we got all kinds of little things to look at
Did
here.
they have running water in 1886? Did they have... Maybe Ludwig thought all this luxury would help him sleep.
Maybe.
Maybe Ludwig...
The richly carved bed, with its canopy, resembles a Gothic building and its turrets. The bed's draperies were handmade by dozens of Bavarian seamstresses.
Dozens of us.
The wash...
Ludwig sure had a thing for swans.
Swans.
The richly carved bed, with its
Okay.
Ludwig sure had a... Maybe Ludwig thought all this luxury...
Okay, so nothing else going on here. What's up here? Nothing? Okay. Okay, interesting. We've got another room. We've got some more tapestry or, like, I don't know, images to look at. We'll have a look. Can't click on any of these.
scenes from the opera Tristan and Isolde.
Okay.
Scenes from the opera Tristan and Isolde.
Okay, so it's the same bit. Very nice. Okay, cool. Hang on. Did I just see... Change to like a... Okay, maybe it's nothing. It was changing to the sword. Okay, so we can go back and forth as well. See it changing like this? I guess around the edge, it just has that going on.
I don't think the guards want to be bothered while on duty.
But what if they need to give me their mail?
I picked up a tour tape in English on my way in. I picked up
I guess that's it. I didn't know if there was something special going on. We got a tape recorder. We can start splicing tapes now. All right, we'll go left room.
I don't think the guards want to be bothered while on duty.
The Miracle of the Grail.
The Grail, okay.
These linens look seriously expensive and seriously old.
Seriously.
I'm surprised people don't sit in these chairs when the guard's not looking.
Another swan over here. All right.
These linens look...
This is the king's living room. The walls are decorated with scenes from the Lohengrin saga. The king first saw Wagner's opera Lohengrin when he was 16, and it so affected him that he considered it a form of enlightenment. The tragedy of Lohengrin was his essential loneliness. This too was Ludwig's own fate. Ludwig withdrew more and more into his fantasy world of epic heroes and absolute monarchy. An ideal he was determined to create in his castles if he could not have it in his real life. He only wanted to be alone with his dreams, so much so that even his servants were kept at a distance and were not allowed to look at him.
What were you afraid they'd see?
Oh, all right, she's taking off. She's like weird person talking to themselves. Can we sit in the chair?
I'm surprised people don't sit in these chairs when the guard's not looking.
Go ahead, Grace. Let's live a little bit. So what's over here?
The swan motif is featured throughout the castle, but it is particularly prominent in this room. Both the swan and the lily were symbols Ludwig associated with himself. They represented his ideals of majesty and purity. The painting behind the swan shows Lohengrin's arrival.
Okay.
More swans.
Okay, so we've got... Yeah, we go back this way and then there's an exit. Just double checking that we didn't miss anything. But I think this is looking solid here. All right. What is this? Oh. What is this room?
I can almost picture Ludwig in here. I wonder what he really dreamt about in this room.
This is a reproduction of the grotto from the Tannhäuser saga. In such places, Ludwig would pretend he was one of his beloved mythic heroes. As the grotto personifies, the castles were solitary playgrounds built for Ludwig alone. He believed the masses were too coarse to appreciate fine art, and he seldom entertained guests. In fact, Ludwig had a standing order that upon his death, the castles were to be destroyed. Fortunately, the estate was in such debt that the castles were opened for paying tours only weeks after Ludwig's death.
Oh, wow.
They haven't closed since. It is one of the great ironies of Ludwig's story that the castles that he was thought insane for building are now considered Bavaria's finest treasures. They have paid for their construction many times over.
Oh, interesting. Oh, whoa, okay, hello. Person emerges from the grotto.
I can almost picture. I
Okay.
can almost. I don't think the.
Guess we can go through there. What is this room?
This is the king's study. Ludwig spent much time at his desk writing letters, drawing up plans for his projects, and studying his favorite authors. He loved poetry, history, and the classics. In later years, he also studied the occult. What affairs of state he did reluctantly attend to were generally attended to alone at his desk in writing. His reluctance to meet with his heads of state and perform the duties of the king were one of the reasons for the charges brought against him in 1886. But Ludwig dreamt of true kingship and a true monarchy, and the small powers left to him after Bavaria succeeded power to Prussia only incited his disdain and frustration.
Okay, oh my goodness. Being followed over here. Okay. Learning history, that's how they get you.
I wonder why he was studying the occult before he died. I wonder.
I don't know. What is this?
I doubt there's anything left in there now. Besides, the guard would kill me if I touched it.
What is it?
I doubt.
I don't even know what that is. Is that this? Okay. No. Wait, that's the grotto. Okay. So I was gonna look at this photo here. That's not a photo, I guess. It's a picture.
The study paintings depict scenes from the Tannhäuser saga and the Wartburg castle.
Okay.
The study paintings depict scenes from the Tannhäuser saga and the Wartburg castle.
Okay. What do we have here? No, no, no.
The study paintings depict scenes from the Tannhäuser.
Okay, so the same deal here. Okay. Those are the three.
I want.
Why was he studying the occult? A great question. All right, so what's back here? Whoa.
I don't think.
And nothing?
This is the final room of our tour, the Singers' Hall. It was modeled after the Singers' Hall of the Wartburg Castle, where minstrel competitions were held in the 13th century. The hall was built for small private concerts, but Ludwig himself never gave one here. It is said that during the last few years of Wagner's life, he came to Neuschwanstein frequently and performed for the king alone in this room. The hall is probably best known for its enigmatic wolf paintings.
Wolf.
The original paintings were from the Parsifal saga, but in 1882, Ludwig had them replaced, supplying the description and titles of the new paintings himself. While all the other rooms in the castle show scenes from Wagner's operas, the scenes in this room are not from any opera that anyone can identify. It is yet another of the many mysteries associated with the life of the fairy tale.
Oh, okay. Good gravy. This is going to be on the test. A lot happening in this this thing here. So we did miss a room back there, so we'll check it out before we get too deep into this.
Why would Ludwig have wolf paintings in his castle? Why?
I mean, I don't know.
Why would?
Great question, I guess. Is this all one big? Yeah, okay, that's all one painting then. Okay, what do you?
Engelhart and the blacksmith.
It's like I'm going to be in Loom someday. Is that all? That's that one, I guess. Anything else? What do you? Okay, here we go.
The hunters track down Engelhart and Hildegunde.
Hildegunde. Exit. Okay, alright. I'm gonna head back and try to grab that last room. I don't know if these loop around in that same way or not. Through here? Alright, this is the other room that I didn't get to, I think.
It's a beautiful crucifix, ivory and gold.
Okay. Anything else on here? This is like the one that we saw in the like the where we begin, the house there.
That's an unusual depiction of the Madonna. That's okay.
Unusual. Fascinating. What's up here?
A king saint? I wonder if Ludwig pictured himself that way, or maybe he just wanted to be that way.
The paintings above the altar depict St. Louis surrounded by the seraphim. An interesting side note. For a period of about a year, the Louis images in all three castles were ordered to be covered up with black cloth on the unfathomable whim of the king.
Oh, huh.
A king saint?
Interesting. Okay. Interesting tidbit. What we got going on here?
The stained glass window depicts St. Louis receiving the last sacraments.
Okay, I guess that's everybody. I think we've gone through this, right? Yeah. All right. Nothing else. Oh, wait, there's another exit. Oh, we did this one, though. What about this? Oh, these are all... like losing track of the space a little bit. Oh, wait. Shoot. There's no respect for kind of like a 180 rule at all. I feel like I'm playing Resident Evil or something. Okay, so we gotta go this way now. What's a different room?
This is the final room. The hall is
Okay, now it's just more. It's big room.
Nice view of the Alps.
Nice view of the Alps.
Ludwig's childhood castle, Hohenschwangau, is visible from the lookout in the Singer's Hall.
Okay. I guess it's that.
Nice view.
Hard to say. Okay. Nice. Okay, can't do anything to that. Oh, here we go.
The wedding feast of Hildegunde and the Baron.
And what a feast was. The feast. It's ruined. Oh, we got a wolf. Wolf alert.
Hildegunde's imprisonment.
Okay. We came from over here, I think, so we'll go... Wait, maybe not. So we went this way. What is this? This is the other half. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess that's everything. I guess we did the thing. We've learned.
Grace
Nakamura. Okay. Fascinating. That was the one on the left here. Neuschwanstein, or whatever Gabe says. All right, let's move on to this one. Or is this back to town again? Oh, this is back to
At
Ridgersburg.
least I have the car keys now.
Okay. Very good. Okay, well, we're gonna leave and go to the other castles then. We've got this one to check out. Oh, okay.
I can't see the displays until I've gotten past the counter.
So it looks like you're right next to him. Okay, I guess I have to talk to,
I can't.
Sie können hier nicht hereinkommen, bevor Sie Eintritt gezahlt haben.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Huff. Goodness. Well, Grace wasn't kidding. We have to get past this mini boss here.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Not happy. It's a good customer service, by the way. Perfect job sitting at a desk.
Ist das die Ludwig Museum?
Ja, ja. Ludwig der Zweite von Bayern.
Okay.
Ich hätte gern eine Eintrittskarte fürs Museum.
Ja, 8 Mark für eine Ganztagskarte.
A lot of crinkles there. We're gonna pay in just pennies, so.
So,
Danke.
bitte.
There's no middle ground in this game. People are either very happy to deal with you, or they just hate you. That was quite an experience there. Why did we need to buy a ticket? Was that part of the game where it's like, oh, we gotta make sure they buy a ticket? I get enough bad customer service day to day as it is. I don't need to live it in my video game as well. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, paying a bunch of pennies, exactly. You know, holding the thing up. All right, well, now we can look at things. My goodness. What's going on? Oh,
July 3rd,
There we go.
1863. Elizabeth, you can have no idea, dear cousin, how happy you made me. The hours recently passed with you in the railway carriage I consider among the happiest in my life. Never will their memory fade. You gave me permission to visit you at Ischl. If the time comes for this ardent hope to be fulfilled, I shall be of all men upon earth the most blessed. The feelings of sincere love and reverence and faithful attachment to you, which I cherished in my heart even as a boy, makes me imagine heaven upon earth and will be extinguished by death alone. I beg you with all my heart to forgive the contents of this letter, but I could not help myself. Ludwig.
all right, Lizzie, look at you. Okay, I don't know if I necessarily expected that. Oh, we got another one.
Elizabeth frequently gave Ludwig advice on royal conduct, hoping to protect him from unfavorable public opinion. March 1st, 1865. My dearest Eagle, you have not written me in a few months. I have missed you. I often try to imagine what you are doing. I hear tales that you have been on retreat and have not been seen in Munich for some time. I suspect it is this new friend you wrote up so mysteriously that takes you away from home. I hope you are enjoying yourself, my beloved, but I beg you to caution. The people need to see you at the throne. I also hesitate to suggest that what your officials do in your absence may not always be in your own best interest. You have always been a true king, but you must let the people see you to ensure that they don't forget that. E. Your dove.
Your dove. Okay.
Ludwig's friends were concerned for his mental state long before his arrest. June 14th, 1878. My beloved Eagle, In your last letter, you spoke so movingly of your torment that I was moved to tears. What is this torment? Why won't you confess to me what is truly troubling you? You must know that I would never despise you, no matter how horrible you believe your sins to be. Please do not write such barbs to my heart by even suggesting such things. If you do not wish to confess to me, at least tell me how I can aid you. I am always your true one, your dove.
Wait, folks, it's I forgot. We've gotten to the point in the stream now where we're now moved past, delivering mail, mailing things out, receiving mail. We're reading mail now.
In this letter, dated November 1886, Elizabeth of Austria thanks Bishop Frank for his assistance in helping her fulfill Ludwig's last wishes. She writes that she knows it was an unusual request, but she believes Ludwig had reasons of his own for wishing it to be done. She hopes that his spirit finds peace at last. No further reference to this letter has ever been found. One can only speculate what the last wishes of a cornered and embattled Ludwig might have been.
Grace from a different corner in a different room.
What were his last wishes? This place is giving me more questions than answers.
Yeah.
They certainly make an incredible looking couple. Okay,
that's all we got to say here. You could, I guess those are the actual letters. Okay.
I don't have anything to say to her at the moment.
That's probably a good call.
She's beautiful. Elizabeth of Austria. One of Ludwig's few close friends was Empress Elizabeth of Austria. She was a distant cousin of the boy Prince, and he saw her often growing up. Graceful and beautiful, Elizabeth seemed to represent the feminine ideal to the younger Ludwig. Their friendship continued after her marriage, mainly by correspondence. She remained a source of stability for Ludwig throughout his life. In keeping with Ludwig's love of romance and drama, he called her the dove, and he to her was the eagle.
Graceful.
Ludwig is Prince Charming. He played the part well.
Okay. Yeah, looks like we gotta go this way. Just sitting there. I love it. All right. The last days. Let's do it.
June 7th, 1886. A group of men arrive at Neuschwanstein Castle demanding to take the king in custody. With them is Dr. Guden, the doctor who had been in charge of Otto, the king's mentally ill brother. The men have an order for the king's arrest on the grounds of insanity. They are refused admittance by a brave group of farmers and local soldiers who have come to Ludwig's aid. They are forced to retreat to nearby Hohenschwangau. This is the first Ludwig hears of the conspiracy. Ludwig composes a pamphlet explaining the subversive acts of the conspirators and eloquently pleading with his people for aid. The pamphlet is smuggled out of Neuschwanstein and printed, but the pamphlets are seized before they can be distributed.
This guy.
June 7th, Ludwig composes a...
Okay. This is just like one of the farmers.
June 12, 1886. Ludwig knows the conspirators will return. He despairs. He asks his servant for the keys to the tower. The servant, fearing the king intends suicide, says the key is lost. Unbeknownst to Ludwig, the conspirators arrive at the castle. This time, there is no one to stop them. Ludwig is lured from his bedroom to the entry hall of Neuschwanstein on pretense. There, he is taken into custody. Ludwig is taken by carriage from Neuschwanstein to Berg, where his brother Otto had long been imprisoned. This is a great blow to the king's state of mind.
Otto man.
While on the way, the group stops at Sieshaupt to change horses. Ludwig asks to see the postmistress, Frau Vogel. She brings him a glass of water and he says something to her. She never reveals these last words to anyone. Ludwig is...
Okay. A mysterious glass of water.
June 13th, 1886. At Berg, Ludwig seems cooperative and coherent. Dr. Guden writes to the government that he has Ludwig well under control. The two men go out for a walk, and Dr. Guden is so confident he dismisses the guards. When Ludwig and the doctor do not return after several hours, a search is undertaken. The bodies of the two men are found in the lake, drowned.
Oh.
Circumstances unknown.
That took a turn. My goodness, okay. Okay.
June 18th, 1886.
Go on.
Ludwig's funeral procession marches through the streets of Munich, followed by enormous crowds of mourners. The service is held at a packed St. Michael's church. Lightning strikes the church during the service, but no one is harmed. Ludwig's body is entombed in the Wittelsbach crypt at St. Michael's. His heart is placed in an urn in the pilgrimage chapel at Altading in the Wittelsbach tradition. The urn is shown to the right. His heart is in an urn. How bizarre.
Okay. Heart in an urn, and you're to blame.
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though. I have no...
All right, Grace, thank you very much. What do we got here?
Oh my God. That's the slave from my dream.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Maybe Mrs. Smith will know what my dream meant. I have to ask someone. This thing is getting too weird.
Oh man.
Maybe Miss...
Okay.
The midnight sleigh rides. Ludwig went on long sleigh rides in the middle of the night, particularly in his later years. It is said that he suffered from insomnia, headaches, and toothaches, and the rides soothed his restlessness. The sight of the king's grand sleigh speeding through the countryside of the Alps often startled the peasants and became a superstitious omen of ill fortune. I can see why. But what was he doing out there at night?
No, just burning the midnight oil, I guess. That's interesting. Umbar, your comment's very funny. I don't know, I miss that. It's very good. Did the woman working the desk, like, what was the direction, right? It was just kind of like, we just want you to be the most miserable person possible. Here's a book to look at. Like, there you go. Mrs. Smith is the best. Agreed. Big time agree.
Ludwig embarking on his sleigh. Maybe Miss...
Okay, so we now have a move that we need to go talk to Mrs. Smith or the Smiths. It's got two more letters here. What's going on here?
December 14th, 1881, Linderhof. Order another work by Jennings on the occult. Write urgently to Klug saying that I insist that the stoppages by the bank cease. I want it, and therefore it must be done. Write very urgently. He must succeed at once, and then must report to me urgently. If I give orders to clear my room, doing so must not be postponed as it happened. Pencils must be pointed without special orders. The day after tomorrow, 1,000 marks. How is Louis now? I want to know whether he looks unhappy. How often have I said that the coffee must not come up boiling hot, so that it can only be drunk after standing an hour? If any more correspondence come from Louis, they are to be burnt immediately, but I am to be informed of their arrival.
Okay, he's got some rules here. We're getting some rules. Okay.
These are actual notes from Ludwig to his servants. They go far in showing the king's state of mind. They were smuggled out and used as evidence in compiling the order for Ludwig's arrest.
Oh, okay.
December 18th, 1881, Linderhof. Every day get up earlier for certain. See to that very particularly. Write it down. Remember that when the great friend arrives at Neuschwanstein, we retire to the hall. We are not to be disturbed. I will not tolerate interference or insubordination.
Very particularly. Okay. I mean, hey, this is very interesting. What is this again? What is this? Whoa! It's a face.
Ludwig's death mask. Wow.
Oh.
Ludwig.
Death mask. Okay. As you do, I guess, huh?
I don't have...
All right. Well, I think that we've exhausted everything here. Hopefully that was worth all the pennies. I guess we'll head back to Rittersburg. That'll do. That always cracks me up. Like when she gets in and out of the car, like in and out, there's like such an absurdly hard light on Grace on the car, like as if like say they had a spotlight like shining on her. Like the sun does not look like that. It always cracks me up. So these are all shot, I think, in like green screen rooms. I remember watching like something on Phantasmagoria before, and like math. It's like they're like blue screen rooms or something like that. They don't. What's funny about them is they don't really like depict the sun very well. Like cracks me up sometimes when you see it. Oh, they're gone. Where'd they go? Good soup.
Herr Huber?
Yes?
This is the most polished, like, countertop in the world. Must be. Guy does nothing except for not tell us where Gabriel is and polish this thing.
Are the Smiths in their room?
Ja, I believe so.
Could you ask them to come down, please?
Ja, natürlich.
Cut the black.
Now you just tell Merle what's going on.
Okay, here we go. Let's go. Bring me the Smiths.
I had a dream last night. I didn't remember it at first, but I saw something today at one of the museums.
What was the dream?
I was being chased in the woods by wolves. And I saw a sleigh. Ludwig was inside. He pulled me up, and I thought I was safe. But then he turned into a wolf.
So what do you think, Mother?
Yeah.
A dream of rescue is a spiritual guide dream. The High Priestess in Gabriel's cards must be linked to Ludwig somehow.
What do the wolves represent?
I'm a psychic, dear, not Freud. But the warning I got was about the black wolf, wasn't it? And the wolves in the dream. It must be the same danger.
It's so frustrating. The more I find out, the more questions I have.
Why don't you try a little communicating of your own? Ludwig's the link. Appeal to him. The answers may not come right away, but at least you'll give the guide something specific to say the next time she contacts you.
Isn't there any way that you could, you know, do a psychic reading on Ludwig or something?
To tell you the truth, I've been trying all day to make contact, but I only feel great despair. Ludwig's soul is not at peace.
Okay.
I'd better go.
Anytime you need us, stop by.
And be careful now.
Thanks.
Gonna be sitting here in our room on sort of vacation. So considerate of them to be in their room. Yeah, she wasn't pleased. She's never pleased. She's never pleased.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment. I don't have anything else to say to the Smiths right now.
Okay. Okay, so we've done that. Huh. So what are we supposed to do here? We need to appeal. Is Gerda still here?
Those
No.
look better. These coffins. Those. Gerda must have really loved Wolfgang.
Okay, nothing new here. Yeah. Does not look like we got anything new in here. Figure we'll have a peek. Ooh. I guess we'll check the
I wonder what kind.
yeah, nothing with the flowers yet. Someday we'll figure that out.
Schloss Ritt.
Let's see what Gerda's got it going on here.
Hi, Gerda. I'm back. Good.
We're all friends now. Look at us.
Gerda? Yes?
Just gonna smile at you for a while.
Have you heard from Gabriel at all?
No, Grace, I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Oh, she's mad again. I think she's angry. That didn't last long. Alright, so I don't expect anything to be in here. But I want to check the library just to see if maybe there's something new we can look up in some of these books
Nothing
here.
else I can. There's nothing. I'm not sure what other.
Okay. No one's called, right? We haven't gotten any phone calls in the middle of the night from a certain professor.
Who should I call?
Who should
I'll
I-
write to Gabe.
Okay, so I can't write Gabe yet. What is this? Wait, what just happened? Oh. The very slow fade in and out. I thought I did something. Play.
It.
Okay. So what?
A ticket to the Ludwig Museum.
Okay. Just our ticket. I was like, what is this thing actually? Keys, book. There's the university call here.
Professor Barkley.
Yeah, okay. Okay. There's nothing crazy going on in here either, right? Like we've kind of read through this stuff. Yeah, we went and kind of got through all of that. All right. We're gonna be Ludwig experts by the end of this game. We're gonna know every little tidbit. All right, so if Gerda's got nothing for us, I mean, we could maybe try showing her a couple things. No reason, I guess, for her to be okay with this, but
I already have.
we have the address. All right, fine. Oh wait, hang on. You know what I need? We'll try one more thing here. The
I'm
card.
not sure why.
Okay, I didn't know if that needed to be, called out. Be like, if this guy calls, let me know. Heading out the door into Rittersburg. All right, I guess before we continue, I guess go back to the museums again, which I think I've pretty thoroughly explored. I suppose I should check the usuals here. Maybe there's some mail for me. You know, we've gone this whole stream so far without mailing anything. We've read tons of it.
Grüß Gott. Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Nein, leider nicht. Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
My German is. I don't want...
You don't want to mail that. You want to mail this?
I don't...
I want to mail that. All right. No, we're good.
Danke.
Bitte.
I got really excited, but I guess that was a conversation being like, did I get any mail? And she's like, no, not today. Old buddy. Nothing, right?
Guess they're closed.
Upset about that. Can't have a day off. I don't, again, expect anything new here. Check.
That's the church in the square. Claw marks.
Claw marks. Yeah, don't see anything new. I'm assuming that this whole section here is just to tie in the beginning a little bit. There's not like a lot of dramatic info that we've gotten from this, anything that we've truly gleaned.
Von Rollick slept here.
Other than Von Rollick has slept in this cot. They've just left it there. Okay. Well, I mean, we took a look. Not really much else for us to do, I guess, here. I guess we hit the road. This is now Sam and Max. Hitting the road. Fiercely thickening plot. Alright, so we'll head back to the first one now that we've done this other one here.
I don't think... I wonder if Ludwig really meant to throw himself from the tower the night he was arrested.
Well, that is a question, right? It's something we need to consider.
Ludwig sure had a thing for swans.
Do we have to, I guess we have to keep going through these to like...
Maybe Ludwig thought all this...
I guess we're getting like more and more color each time that we're looking at stuff.
These linens look seriously expensive.
Yeah, that's nothing new.
More swans.
More swans. Can't go this way, can we? No. Okay. To the grotto.
I can almost picture Ludwig in here. I wonder what he really dreamt about in this room.
A great question, one that I cannot give you an answer to.
I don't think the... I wonder why he was studying the occult before he died. I doubt there's anything left in there now. Besides, the guard would kill me if I touched it. I
wonder if the guard walks away and we look inside. Should we sit for a moment? Let's see. Sometimes the guards will move. It does make me think that like maybe there's something to do with a timing puzzle in here. Maybe it's the dresser. Although Grace is sort of like, there's probably nothing in there. But the door one in the beginning is kind of interesting. Especially since they kind of have been playing up the fact that, you know, something could have happened there as like the last thing this Ludwig guy was trying to do. It's kind of an interesting bit. Oh, here we go. Here's our opportunity. Go for it.
I doubt there's anything...
There's no guard, Grace.
Nice view of the Alps.
Nice view of the Alps. Nice view of the Alps. There's nothing in here,
there must be a
right?
story behind these wolf paintings. But what story?
What story? Another good question. Nothing going on here. Oh, there's an exit in here. Oh, that's cool. All right, we'll wait for this guy to skedaddle, and we'll try the door, I guess. It's always a fun part of the point and click game where you're kind of like, I think there's a puzzle. Like, there's got to be a puzzle here, right? This is a puzzle. You're almost creating one in your head, trying to get the whole thing to come together. Yeah, the bottom exit just leaves. The thing is, there's not really much in the way of like interacting otherwise.
I wonder if Ludwig really meant to throw himself from the tower the night he was arrested. I wonder if...
Okay, so we really can't go up. And I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Interesting. If there's nothing obvious in this next section,
I don't have anything to say to her at the moment.
which I suspect is going to be the case.
Maybe Mrs. Smith will know what my dream meant.
Okay, so we talked about that. This was... Yeah, we read that.
Ludwig...
Death mask. Love me a good death mask. Yeah, we read all of this stuff. That's wild. That's a crazy story.
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
Okay, there's nothing really to help us with that one.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, we read that.
Elizabeth of Austria.
We went through these. What in the heck do we gotta do, huh? Oh, very interesting. An unusual request. What the heck? You know? What in the heck? Alright, I'm going to hit the hint button here because blinking destinations have tasks left to complete. Literally every spot has something to do. Okay. Okay. Well, that doesn't help, but it also does help. Holy moly. Alright, so what the heck?
I don't...
These aren't any different, right?
PC.
No. Same saga. Do.
That's an unusual depiction of the Madonna. That's... That's... It's a beauty.
Huh. What
This
in-
is Ludwig's private chapel.
Have we done
The
this
king
one?
was a devout Catholic, as were all of the Wittelsbacher rulers. They supported the Roman Church even when other European countries were dominated by Protestantism.
Oh, okay, that's a new color to it.
Beautiful. The Black Madonna of Altadine. I wonder what her story is all about. The Black...
Okay, that's new.
The stained glass.
We already, yeah, we got that one. Oh, okay.
The Black Madonna of Altadine. I wonder what her story is all about.
Right, hopefully I've listened to all the tour tapes then,
It's
because
a beautiful...
that is going to be key. What is this? We did this already,
A
right?
king saint?
The paintings above. An interesting side note. For a period of about a year, the Louis images in all three castles were ordered to be covered up with black cloth on the unfathomable whim of the king.
A king saint? I wonder if Ludwig pictured himself that way. Or maybe he just wanted to be that way. A king... A king...
Huh.
Maybe... Ludwig sure...
The war. This is the king's living room. The walls are decorated with scenes from the Lohengrin saga. The king first saw Wagner's opera,
Yeah,
The
we read.
Tragedy of Lohengrin. Ludwig,
We listened to that one
His
earlier.
linens look seriously expensive. And seriously old. I'm surprised people don't sit in these chairs when the guard's not looking.
The Miracle of the Grail.
These
These look expensive. The heck? Oh, I'm on the move here. What in tarnation?
more swans.
Hi, Bonnie. More swans.
The swan motif is featured throughout the castle, but it is particularly prominent in this room. Both the swan and the lily were symbols Ludwig associated with himself. They represented his ideals of majesty and purity. The painting behind the swan shows Lohengrin's arrival. This is in fact, it is one of...
I don't think
This is such a weird room.
I can almost picture Ludwig in here. I wonder what he really dreamt about in this room.
What do you want me to do here?
The study paintings depict scenes from the Tannhäuser Saga and the Wartburg Castle. The study...
We did all of
This
these,
is the
right?
king's study. Ludwig spent much time at his desk, writing letters, drawing up plans for his projects, and studying his favorite authors. He loved poetry, history, and the classics. In later years, he also studied the occult. What affairs of state he did reluctantly attend to were generally attended to alone at his desk in writing. His reluctance to meet with his heads...
Yeah.
I wonder why.
So we've heard
I
all
wonder why
those.
he was studying the occult before he died.
I don't know, Grace. We gotta get to the
I
bottom of
wonder
this.
why. I doubt there's any.
Okay, we can't actually look into this thing. Man, what are we missing
This
here?
is the final room of art. The hall was built for small... The hall is probably best known for its enigmatic wolf paintings.
Wolf paintings.
The original paintings were from the
Yeah.
Parsifal saga, but in 1882, Ludwig had them replaced, supplying the description and titles of the new paintings himself. While all the other rooms in the castle show scenes from Wagner's operas, the scenes in this room are not from any opera that anyone can identify. It is yet another of the many mysteries associated with the life of the fairy tale king.
Hmm.
The hunters track down Engelhard and Hildegunde.
So all of these are things that this guy made up.
Engelhard courts Hildegunde.
And they're
There must be a story behind these wolf paintings. But what story? There must. There.
But what story? Yeah, that's a great question. These are nothing happens if we try.
This is the
Talking about that.
the
Okay, that's that. What is this?
Hildegunde's imprisonment.
Wolf? How you doing? That's that one. That's nothing. That's nothing.
The wedding feast of Hildegunde and the Baron.
And the Baron, that's a different character. Oh wait, this is new. What is
The
this?
death of Engelhard.
Engelhardt's a wolf then? Is that what we're supposed to glean here? Hang on. Let's get back to the room here. Engelhardt. Or maybe that's the moment that we are trying to figure out here?
the hunters tracked down Engelhard and Hildegunde. Engelhard courts Hildegunde.
Okay. So this is Engelhart, but then when we go to the other scene here, that's an exit.
The death of Engelhard.
I mean, unless she's Engelhart, it's hard to tell.
Nice view of the Alps.
Ludwig's childhood castle, Hohenschwangau, is visible from the lookout in the Singers' Hall.
Making sure there's not like a hidden something or other to click here.
Hildegunde's imprisonment.
I mean, what the heck are we supposed to be doing here? What is this? What has happened here? We did some things. I don't know if that counts. It did. Okay. Man, wow. What is... I don't know what else we could possibly do over here. Maybe just generally there are things to do. Like we're gonna do something else and have to come back. But like we've looked at what appears to be every single hotspot in here.
Ludwig is Prince.
It's charming. Yeah. We've already looked at all of those. The final days. This thing is just in German and it's old. There's not much we can do with that. I mean, unless we can write it down. We have a notebook? No? You're like... I'm trying to think of what do we have? Our ticket. Keys. The biography. A letter to Ludwig. Grace's notebook. Oh, let's have a look at this. So this was sent from the current Schottenjäger at the time to Ludwig.
4th of March, 1864.
Yeah.
To King Ludwig II, most gracious ruler of all Bavaria. I beg your forgiveness for my forthrightness in this letter, but I fear terribly for your Majesty's safety, and thus have no time for subtlety. I have heard that the one they call the Black Wolf is close to your Highness. I have been investigating this man for reasons I cannot name at present, and I have learned that he is extremely dangerous and can only have the most dire of motives at heart.
Oops.
I beg your Highness only this. Please do not see this man alone, nor even with your servants only to guard you. I promise you, all will be made clear very shortly when my investigation is complete. For now, only keep yourself safe. Your most grateful servant, Christian von Ritter, Schloss Ritter, Rittersburg, Bavaria.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Mrs. Smith will know what my dream...
Mrs. Smith didn't help. What in the heck is happening? When the great friend arrives, we retire to the hall. We are not to be disturbed. 1881. This is 1860 something, right? And that letter came through. We refund our ticket. Gonna look at my book of Ludwig.
I don't have any...
Dang.
I don't have...
Okay, nothing to ask Gerda. I mean, there's like, I guess, like an off chance that that one little thing that I did, like the one extra tour tape that I missed that we listened to. Like maybe that's enough to unlock something in the bookshelves.
Grace, there's... Nothing. I'm not sure what other. There's.
Yeah, I guess not. Can't talk to Gerda. I can't imagine anything
I don't.
in the back is. Oh, this is really interesting. I have a feeling I'm just missing something silly. Like I didn't click on something.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
Okay. And that means that there's nothing here either.
So that's King Ludwig II of Bavaria. I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
It's the same thing that's in the museum, it looks like, doesn't it? I don't know if that's a thing or not. But...
King Ludwig II of Bavaria. I don't have anything to say to him.
Nothing to say to Herr Huber, but what if I gave you my ticket? Or the Ludwig book? Nothing, huh? Okay. Boy. I mean, there's not really much else to look at in here. I mean, there's the dungeon, which doesn't have anything in it. We have the church, which also doesn't really have much in it.
St. Georg Church.
Got these flowers, which exist,
I wonder
and
what kind of flowers these are.
that's all there is. And then we've pretty much done everything in the house. The only thing I haven't done, I guess, is try to go downstairs. Or downstairs, yeah, like into the kind of outside area. I don't really know why that would work. Yeah, it's the shadows on this shot that look really ridiculous. Why? Yeah. This is crazy. I mean, yeah. Can we get to the tower this way? Can we click on the tower, see something from the tower? Or is this all one hitbox? It looks like it might all just be one hitbox.
I wonder if Ludwig really meant to throw himself from the tower the night he was arrested.
The closed door leads to the tower, which is not part of the tour. The king...
Yeah.
These I don't... Maybe Ludwig thought all this luxury would help him sleep. Maybe...
Weird that this whole area up here is always a hitbox, but it's like you can't
Ludwig
actually
sure
click on
had
it.
a thing for swans. Ludwig...
This is Ludwig's...
So that's the church. Private church.
It's a beautiful... It's a...
The stained glass window depicts St. Louis receiving the last sacraments.
I don't know. I think I have to admit, I think I'm a little bit stuck here. I feel like I've exhausted
Scenes from
about
the opera.
everything.
Scenes from the...
These linen...
This is a really weird punch in as well. It's literally just the chair, I guess. Why is that?
I'm surprised. swans.
The swan, the paint.
This one we've looked at. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna have to start looking at inventory a little bit deeper. Maybe there's some clues in the writing or something.
The study paintings depict scenes from the Tannhäuser Saga and the Wartburg Castle. This is his.
Yeah,
I doubt there's.
nothing in there. Hmm.
The study paintings depict scenes from the Tannhäuser Saga and the Wartburg Castle.
Let me back in here again. This is the room that like kind of makes me think there's something going on in here.
Engelhart and the blacksmith.
There must be a story behind these wolf paintings. But what story?
And it's not even that there's a story. Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but it's like, what does the game want me to do with this?
Engelhart courts Hildegunde.
So with the blacksmith, courts the girl,
The hunters track down Engelhart and Hildegunde.
Hildegunde, hunts them down.
The hunters
Track them down.
Hildegunde's imprisonment.
Hildegunde's been imprisoned. Okay, with a wolf.
The wedding feast of Hildegunde and the Baron.
The Baron, who's not Engelhart, apparently.
The death of Engelhart.
Okay, it's like a dead wolf. I mean, is this guy a werewolf? I guess. I assume that that's what we're gleaning. And if we leave, it's just we leave. Stuck at 310 points. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to I'll make a save here. I'm gonna have to think about this one because at the moment I feel like I've done a lot, but I must be missing something. So I don't know, I'll have to think on it. I'm starting to hit the wall anyway, and it's about 1 a.m. right now, so it's probably time for me to go to bed. But we'll save this one. Totally not research. We'll save.